All right, now this episode gonna be a little bit different, but we're gonna get into it and we're gonna run this thing. Let's go. Now the COs just done woke us up at 3 o'clock in the morning and they done prepped us and ran all the stuff that we bet not say when Rock them people come through here. So I guess his dad is some kind of politician or something like that. Whatever it is, you could tell he in an important position because the way the COs start preparing. Okay, now when they get here, they come and start taking us out in groups of 20s. Now my group, I'm in group 5 when they come in. So they taking dudes out and bringing dudes back in, and it's taking forever. So finally, around about afternoon, they come in and they get my group. So when they get my group, we go in, they take us up there by the intake building, and they got a little area situated where we all sit down. So we all sitting down and around, trying to figure out what's going on because they got a lot of interviewing to do. Now, when we get in here, they don't even introduce themselves and say who they are, what agency they from, and how they acting on Rock's behalf or whatever. They just immediately go into asking questions. And they tell you by the show of hands how many people in here knew Rock. They ask questions like that. Then they begin to ask questions like, who was present the day that Rock drowned? Now, what I'm thinking, and it's just my opinion, I don't think Rock Daddy was buying how they say it went down. Now, it's like 5 of these guys, it's like 2 Caucasian ones and 2 black ones. And they got on black and gray suits, Now, they go into a spiel how they want us to be truthful with the questions they gonna ask. Whatever goes on and said in this room stays in this room. Now, how many of you guys disagree with the fact that Rock was attempting to escape? Now, these inmates, they just want to see hell rain down on this prison. So a lot of these dudes get to hollering, I know he wasn't trying to escape. Man, them COs dirty up in here. Now, half of the stuff the inmates saying don't even match up or make sense. So now they got this inmate named Pete that's sitting right next to me, and Pete start going in. Yeah, man, see these COs up in here? They real dirty. We was out on our morning hike, and ain't nobody really see what happened because we wasn't in viewing distance. All I know, his partner Alfalfa dived in and tried to save him. Now these guys in these suits eating this shit up, but I'm just sitting back like this, just laughing because I know the real. I know Rock was attempting to escape, but I also know the CO sat there and watched this guy drink that water. Okay, could y'all walk me through exactly what happened that day? Yeah, I'll walk you through it. So Pete throws his hand up again and say he'll walk them through it. At this time, Pete is the only one talking. After we did our morning drills, we went out for our morning hike. Now they had been running us like a dog. So all of a sudden, Rock got overheated. So he just started stripping out of his clothes and he jumped over the fence saying he had to cool off and he dived in the water. Man, I kid you not. That's exactly what Pete was telling these people. Now after Rock dived in the water, then that's when he realized how deep it was. Now at the time the COs could have got this man help, they sat right there and they watched this. So his friend Alfalfa had to dive in after him. Now at this time it got 6 other inmates, amen and everything Pete saying. Now after Pete finished doing the walkthrough, they asked us another question, and that's how is the treatment in this prison. Now at this time I ain't been in here that long, so I ain't had no kind of issues with no COs in this prison. So I don't really know too much, so I ain't saying too much. For one, they don't give you enough to eat up in here. For 2, if you don't get these drills exactly right, they'll work you till your heart pop. For 3, they put their hands on you for any little thing you do. Now at this point, I'm listening at these inmates go on and on and on. Now it's a bunch of them talking about every little dirty secret inside this prison. Now after they finish asking all the questions, they want to take us outside and have Pete and them other inmates that's talking walk them through and show them how everything happened on the outside. Now they take us outside and Pete and them other inmates, they just point at this section and that section, walking them through everything. Now you can see the COs in the distance, they just watching all this happen. Now Pete ain't doing this for Rock. He doing this for his own personal benefit. So he get to asking them, hey, yeah, y'all gonna get us some help up in here, huh? Man, I really want to get transferred out this prison. Now, they just giving Pete all the answers he want to hear. They telling Pete, yeah, we gonna get you some help. You know, we might call you to testify. This for the good of every inmate. You know, and I'm watching this. I done seen this happen before. So after they finish with our group, they takes us back to the dorm. Now we in the dorm, everybody chilling, and they just sitting around talking. As they talking, the guards walk in. Now in the front of all the COs is Rodriguez and Richard, and they just shaking their head. They ain't saying a word. They just shaking their head, looking at everybody in the dorm. Now keep in mind, I don't know exactly what took place with the other groups. So after the COs make their presence felt, then they leave out. Then all the inmates go back to talking like that shit just didn't mean nothing. Now, I don't know if they complaints real or false at this point, because I ain't been in here that long. So you would think they gonna stick together and just try to see this thing through, but these ignorant niggas don't stop. Bow, yeah, you thought we wasn't gonna get you, huh, boy? Bow, 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 bow. Uh-huh, yeah, bam, 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 bam. Now, while all this going on, Papa just ran on Arthur and his boys. Oh, he hit me with a barrel shot. Come on, yeah, bow, come on, bow, bow, bam. Yeah, I'm about to cut one of you boys' head off. Come on. Now Arthur pulled out a weapon and started lunging at everybody coming this way. But what he ain't see, Papa other boy coming behind him with a soap sock. Bow! Man, when that soap sock collided to that boy's head, that boy hit the ground like a ton of bricks. They had to knock Arthur clean out. But they was still stomping this man while he was on the ground. Coward ass nigga. Yeah, bow, get that coward ass nigga. We gonna get all you boys. Yeah, all y'all coward ass nigga. We run this motherfucker. Yeah. Now at this time, Papa just going on and on about he run this prison. So that happened and they got into their little crew fight or whatever, and that calmed down. Now the people on Rock behalf, they still doing group after group. This ain't stopped yet. So I'm getting aggravated, so I leave out the dorm to go hook up with the crew. Now me and the crew, we go hang out outside until they finish with the last group. Now after these people wrap up and leave, somebody, the warden or the COs, come across the loudspeaker and tell everybody to report back to their dorms. Now I ain't never heard this happen since I've been here. So I dap my dudes down, they go to their dorms, and I go to my dorm. So me and Kojak just walk back in the dorm. We sit down and we just start running it with each other. Then about 30 minutes later, you see 3 COs come walking in our dorm. So they call Pete name and 3 other inmates and tell them to come front and center. Now y'all gotta keep in mind, up until this point, I ain't really seen nothing bad from the COs. So y'all 4 inmates deliberately went against what the we told y'all. Now I just watched these COs go from calm to in a rage. And you, I heard you had a lot to say. Man, I kid you not. It's like these COs was listening in the whole time because they going straight in on Pete, telling Pete they heard he had a lot to say up in there. Either they got a listening device or one of these dudes that told the COs everything that was said. So y'all folk, we about to make an example out of y'all folk. Sarge, we ain't say nothing bad, Sarge. Boy, shut your damn mouth. Boy, yeah. Boy, you had a lot to say. Boy, yeah. Boy. Come here. Boy. Man, these guards started beating these dudes with no restraint. Little Petey. Come here, little Petey. This what happened when you violate what the hell we say. Now you think these people really care about you? You the lowest of the low. Now I'm looking around and I'm knowing these dudes just done opened up a can of worms that they can't put back in the can. Now tomorrow, y'all all can get ready. We gonna work you until you drop. When I tell you today was the beginning of these guards turning on that dirt, now at this time I'm just sitting there going over it in my head like, man, I just left this shit. They came here and these dudes thinking these dudes gonna help them, and they done went and ran their mouth about these COs and got the prison all hostile now. Now these COs whooped their ass and left out the dorm. Now for the rest of that day, everybody just kind of stayed to themselves. It's gravy time. So this morning when we wake up to go to chow, we get to the chow room and they serving some shit. It look like oatmeal, slop, soup. I don't know what the hell this shit is. They being real petty and real dirty now. Now keep in mind, we gotta eat this shit, cause this the day they gonna work us till we drop. I'm telling you, I'm sitting here with everything in me trying to stomach this shit. Man, this shit is pure D disgusting. Now, when we finish eating chow, we head out to the field. Now, when we get to the fields this day, we ain't really doing no marching and drills and hiking. We exercising. Now, after we do our stretches, they make us duck walk from one end of the field to the other end. Now, you know when you duck walk, you gotta put your hands behind your head, squat down real low, and walk from side to side like the length of 2 football fields. Now, they had this fat inmate out there on the field with us, and when I tell you he couldn't keep up, he couldn't keep up. He kept falling on the duck walk. Inmate, get your ass up and start over. Now, the COs kept making him start over and start over and start over until he couldn't even get down no more. Inmate, I'm gonna tell you one more time to get on the move. Now, he keep trying his best, but every time he squat down, he fall. His legs just can't take no more. Boy, get up. Bam, get your fat ass up. Boy, get up. Boy, get up. Oh, he can't get up? Oh, I can get him up. Boy, 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 boy. When I tell you another CO came over there and say he can make him get up, and all he started doing was punching this man. Boom, get on your feet. Boom, get on your feet. When I tell you they stretched this dude out and drug his ass back inside, the rest of y'all, get back on the move. Now, these COs made us stay out there from sun up to sundown. Now, they done worked us so hard, you got dudes just throwing up everywhere. Now, finally, when we get through all the exercise, we think they gonna tell us to go into the dorms, but they tell us to head out on the hike. Now, normally they'll give us 45 minutes to an hour to complete the hike, but this day they say they want us back at the start position in 30 minutes. Now, when I tell you everybody was out there giving it everything they had, and some dudes just plain old couldn't keep up. Now, Papa going off. He say whoever fall behind, they getting their full starter day. Now, this inmate named Kemp, he get halfway through the hike, he fall down and he won't get back up. Say, boy, I'm telling you, you better get up right now. Boy, you better get up. So Papa goes back to this man and start threatening this man to get up. But this man's legs then gave out. He can't go no more. You can't do what the body won't let you do. So finally, Kip get up and he get back on the move. But by the time we make it back to the start position, they pointing like, head out again. So we head out again, and 2 more dudes drop. Papa do the same thing to them. So they get up, and we head back, and they pointing, head out again. So this happened like 3 times before they clear us to go back to the dorm. Now everybody pissed off at this point. Now when we get back to the dorm, I'm dog shit tired. I don't even want to take a shower. I go straight to my bed and fall in my bed. Now I lay there for about 30 minutes, then finally I can pick myself up, get my shit together, then head to the shower. Now as I'm heading to the shower, I see about 15 inmates heading towards Kemp room. Now while these inmates heading to Kemp room, you see Papa messy ass, he go head to the bench area and sit down. Boom, what a bitch ass nigga, come on out of here. Boom, come on out here. Pow, 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 yeah, pow, 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 pow. Now these inmates that went in Kemp room and drug him out his room and beating him outside his door. Pow, pussy ass nigga, pow. Pow, you won't make us go another mile, huh? Pow, pow. Now while all these dudes just beating, kicking, and stomping the hell out of Kemp, Papa just sitting there. He enjoying every single moment of this. Pow, oh you can't finish, huh? Pow, pow, we gonna make you finish. Pow, pow. Now these dudes beat the hell out of Kemp and they just leave him on the ground. Now Kemp just on the ground holding his ribs, whining and crying. Now all of a sudden you see Papa and his boys jump up in a whirlwind. Yeah! They done grabbed this man by his leg and drug him super fast to the other side of the prison to their room. Let me go please, bro. Pow, we gonna let you go all right. Pow, you coming up in here. Pow. What y'all doing, bro? What y'all doing? What you think we doing, huh? Yeah. Let me show this boy something. Let me show him something. Yeah. Man, Papa and his boys that took complete advantage of this situation. They done took that man in the room and violated this dude. These dudes on a rampage and they ain't stopping no time soon. Now all you hear is Po Kim just hollering and hollering and hollering. I can hear this dude while I'm in the shower hollering. Now I'm gonna stop this episode right here. I just wanted to give y'all an extra episode. I'm trying to increase the output, so we'll pick up from here next time.